guys, what is up? Chris here for Beer Geek Nation. Thanks for joining me once again. Today I've got a couple of things I'm going to do. I'm going to announce the 500 subscriber slash 100 episode anniversary kind of thing contest, which I'm going to be showing you guys the prizes here and telling you what you have to do. I'm also going to be making a couple of announcements as far as what is in the pipeline for Beer Geek Nation, what we're doing. So with that, I guess I'll get into those first real quick. Beer Geek Nation, we actually just recorded our first podcast. We're going to be calling it the BGN Beercast. It's probably going to be a bi-weekly, maybe once a month type thing, depending on the flow we get into, depending how much work's involved, depending on all of our schedules. But it's me and a couple other people. I won't name names yet until, the first one's up and everything. But the first one is recorded. We're going to try to have a guest every time. We didn't on the first one just because we wanted to see how things were going to work, see how things are going to work out. We're going to have some beer tubers on there. We have some brewers lined up. A couple of people in the beer industry kind of lined up, ready to go. So it's probably going to be like an hour, a half hour, somewhere in there. But stay tuned for that. It's all going to be pretty much beer news related, beer related. It's not going to be really like us drinking a beer and reviewing it on a podcast. It's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to do something completely different. So yeah, we're definitely gonna do that. Came out pretty well. I'm in the process of editing it together now, so that should be up in, I'm guessing, a week, maybe 10 days, if that. The other thing, the first official, I guess, full-blown homebrew video is coming. I'm gonna be brewing a pumpkin ale, pumpkin spice ale. I've got all the ingredients for it. I've got the pumpkin for it. It's just a matter of finding time to do it. And I'm hoping within a week, possibly next weekend, I'm going to be doing it. I was going to do it actually today, but kind of schedule conflict came about, so I'm not going to be able to do that today. Or this weekend I work, so it's kind of shot. But hopefully next weekend I'll be doing that. It's probably going to be a 2 or 3 part video. The first is going to be focusing on the yeast and actually baking the pumpkin, getting the pumpkin ready to go into the mash. The second will probably be the mash and the boil. And I'm guessing the third part of the video is probably going to be me kegging the beer, showing you guys how to force carbonate, how to chill, how to crash cool the beer and stuff like that. I think that's how I'm going to work it out. It might be 4 parts, depending on the length, but I'll get into that, cross that bridge when we get to it. What else? Oh, the third and final thing, I think, is the final thing. I'm going to get my Cicerone certification, which, if you guys don't know, is basically the beer equivalent to a sommelier. Basically, it's a official certification that you get for knowing about beer. You have to take a couple tests. There's a lot of stuff to study, but it's something I really wanted to do just for my own sake, and I thought it'd be kind of cool to show you guys the process I'm going through to get that. So stay tuned for that. That video will probably be up in about 2 weeks or so. The first part, it's just registering on the website, showing you guys, what you have to do, what's actually involved. There's some test questions on there you can see. So I think that'll be really cool. Keep me out of trouble, give me something to do, and I encourage you guys to do it if you really want to get into the beer industry and you guys have a working knowledge of beer and a decent knowledge of beer. It's something worth doing, if nothing else, just for to have it, I guess. I don't know. But with that blabbering done, let me get into the 500 subscriber, 100 episode contest. And it's going to be real easy. If you guys participated in the 400th subscriber contest, I'm going to do basically the same thing, where on this video, I want you guys to post a comment, and I'll get into what I want to post. And please only post one posting. I'm only going to use one posting per person. At the end of, again, I'm going to do this one for 2 weeks, so I'm posting this one on the, what is it, the 7th? I'm posting this one on the 8th, Friday the 8th. So it's going to run 2 weeks. So 2 Fridays from then, I'm going to cut it off, and then the following week I'll draw the winner or whatever. It might be, a couple days after a week, but it's somewhere in there. So 2 weeks from today, no more comments or anything. I'm going to, cut it off then. But what I want to have you guys do is, I get a lot of emails and Yahoo mails about, I don't want to say personal stuff, but Like what kind of music do I listen to? What kind of movies do I watch? You know, what's my favorite TV show? Believe it or not, I get a lot of those. So what I was thinking, I don't want to do a day in the life of Chad. You know, he does those. I've gotten some requests to do them. I just don't think it would be that interesting. My week is really, I get up, I watch my son till my wife gets home from work, and I then go to work, and I can't really show you guys what I do at work. It's in the medical field, so there's, you know, patient confidentiality I can't really get into or even show you where I work. And then I come home, I'll edit some videos, I'll shoot some videos. So I don't know, maybe I'll do like a weekend or whatever. But what I wanted to do is I wanted to do a kind of question and answer session, I guess, if you will. And I want to do those maybe once or twice a month. And I think it'd be interesting to do, you know, you guys can ask anything, you know, personal questions, beer related questions, you know, beer review questions, whatever. I would prefer, you know, beer questions, but whatever. So what I want to have you guys do is on this video, in order to be entered into the contest, I want you guys to just post a question in the comments section down there. Again, it can be beer related, it can be beer review related, pretty much anything you guys want to know about me, anything you guys want to know about Beer Geek Nation. I get a lot of questions, so I figured, hey, this is a good time to field them. And then what I'll do is I'll just pick one of those questions, or pick the person answering one of those, asking one of those questions, and they'll be the winner. I'll pick them out of my hat, just a random drawing. And then from those questions, I'll probably be able to do a couple of, you know, Q&A sessions. So I think, you know, just kind of switch up a little bit, keep it interesting. So with that said, what are you gonna win here? I had a couple breweries that really kind of kicked some cool prizes into this one. So let's start with this stuff first. We've got a glass from Avery Brewing, courtesy of Avery Brewing, and also throw on some stickers. They sent along a bunch of stickers. So we got a pint glass from Avery. We've also got an Old Chub pint glass from Oscar Blues Brewing. They were nice enough to send me this. And we've also, here's a couple beers that I'm going to contribute. This is one of my, I picked two of my favorite beers that I have, you know, old standbys kind of sitting in my cellar, just aging, that I think are great. And I want to give you to you guys, because now probably a lot of you guys can't get these beers. Maybe the one you can, but this one definitely not. This is Weyerbacher's Insanity, which is their barley wine aged in bourbon barrels. It comes in at a 11.1%. I haven't reviewed this beer yet, but this is always one I wanted to. It's a hardcore beer. I think you guys will really like it. It's a great cellaring beer, so I'm going to throw that in with the prizes. I'm also going to throw in a bottle of the 2009 Bourbon County brand stout from Goose Island. One of my favorites. This is absolutely an epic beer. This one was bottled on January 14th, 2010, so if you let it go for another couple months, you got a year-old cellared beer here. This one comes in at like 13%. It's a crazy beer. Karl Strauss also contributed some beers to this one. They sent along some of their Oktoberfest. So I will send you guys 2 bottles of the Karl Strauss Oktoberfest. Thank you, Karl Strauss, for sending them. Good stuff. And I'm also going to include, speaking of homebrew, this is one of my Imperial IPAs. I have a bunch of this stuff in my fridge, so I figured, hey, why not pass the homebrew torch along. So this is an Imperial IPA. It's based on, similar to Pliny. It uses the same hops as Pliny, actually a little bit more hops than the Pliny uses, and it's a similar malt base. It's actually about 10%, so it's a little bit bigger, but I'll give you guys a bottle of that to try it out. Let me know what you think. And last but not least, Oscar Blues was nice enough to send along a t-shirt. That is the front of it. It's very cool. And the back is that. So yeah, and it is a extra large, I believe. Let me see here. Yep, extra large. So that'll be included, and that is the prizes. I have some more stuff, but I think I'm going to save it for some other contest, rather than giving it away all in, you know, one shot. But that's it, guys. You know, it's a lot of stuff. I think it's a pretty decent prize. Yeah, so you get the beers, the glass, stickers, t-shirt, you name it, you're getting it all. And yeah, so again, all you have to do, just post a question for me that I'll answer in a Q&A session. It can be beer related, you know, personal, whatever. But again, I can't really get into what I do at work and stuff like that, so sorry. But yeah, so yeah, it's gonna run 2 weeks from this Friday until 2 Fridays from now, and at the end of that I'll cut it off, put all your names into a hat, randomly draw a name, and you get the prize. So with that said, thank you guys so much once again for watching my channel and subscribing, and all your feedback is just so phenomenal. And I hope to do another 100 episodes. I hope to have another 500 more subscribers. You guys have just been great, and I'm just gonna keep doing this until you guys don't want it anymore. So with that said, guys, life is too short. Drink amazing beers.